Vice City is no stranger to the Grand Theft Auto series, and it's not a question why it's returning. It is one of the most, if not the most, iconic location in the Grand Theft Auto series, which is exactly why the location is returning in Grand Theft Auto 6. Vice City is Grand Theft Auto's parody or satire of Miami, Florida. And if you look at the screenshots and trailers, it is almost identical to the real Miami, Florida. You can even find buildings that are an exact copy and paste of Miami, Florida. Vice City is an almost one-to-one match to Miami, Florida. Now, if we look at the mapping project, which is, if you don't know, it is a project where fans are working to build the map and predict what the map is going to look like, which sounds like it's not that credible. But if you look at the prediction for the GTA 5 map, it is an almost one-to-one to what we actually saw in the game. So this is pretty credible. This isn't the confirmed map. Every week there's updates, but I consider this to be a very credible source. And if we look on this mapping project, from the beginning of the project, Vice City has always been on this right side of the state, of the map. And it takes up a large portion of the map. And if we compare that to Miami, Florida on Google Maps, it looks very similar with the two islands and then a bunch of little islands in between. The city looks so dense and so populated with such a large variety of so many types of NPCs. Now in GTA Vice City from I think maybe 2002, the city seems to be very diverse in that game. On the first island you have the beach and the clubs and all these party life in the mall. It seems very dense and very commercial, a lot of stores and beaches and stuff. But once we get to the middle islands, it seems to be a lot more suburban, a lot of houses in between, a lot of wealthy people houses in between. And then once we get to that third part of the island, then we start seeing the skyscrapers and the airport and whatnot. Now, of course, if we compare GTA San Andreas to GTA 5 or GTA 3 to GTA 4, they don't always recreate the map one-to-one, but we can use GTA Vice City's map as a very credible source to compare it to. It's almost like a blueprint more than what Miami, Florida's map is. Now we know, especially from these screenshots and from the mapping project, the third island is gonna have that beach and there's gonna be plenty of people on the beaches as we can see and a lot of clubs. I feel like the clubbing lifestyle is gonna be huge in Vice City, and I'm so excited to see that. Now, if we look in the mid city though, where the big skyscrapers are, I feel like it's gonna be very dense with more white collar people, more business people, and who knows what we'll see. But I also think in the rural areas there will be ghetto parts of the city. I don't know if that's the politically correct term, but the slums of the city, in GTA Vice City, we had the Colombian versus Haitian gang war going on. And I feel like that rural area, that lack of a better term, but ghetto area in GTA Vice City is gonna return in Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, in between the farther island and the actual state, there's going to be a lot of houses. We already see a lot of yachts. There's going to be a lot of yacht parties, and that's already confirmed. We've already seen that in the screenshots. There's going to be plenty of yachts and yacht parties, and there's going to be plenty of islands. And I feel like in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, we see one of these islands is a golf course. One of these islands is housing developments. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of that in Grand Theft Auto 6 in those middle islands. Now, a big part of Grand Theft Auto Vice City was the airport, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is 100% gonna have this airport, but it might not be in Vice City. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the game, had the airport in the city because the entire map was in the city. but I don't know if we're going to see that in the actual game. In the game, the airport might be in closer to the center of the map or on the outer skirts of the city. Now, if we look at the mapping project, it is in almost the direct center of the map. It doesn't really look like it's in the city. But we look at these screenshots and we see the Vice City sign. I've never been to Miami, so I don't know if there's actually a Miami sign in Miami, but in Grand Theft Auto 6, we see a screenshot of a Vice City sign almost replicating the Vinewood sign in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, already in this single screenshot, we see so many places that look almost enterable and seem like they're going to be very big staple points of the city. We see an art center. We see the replica or satire of the Miami Heat Stadium from Miami, Florida, which will probably be, I'm not sure what it will be called in Grand Theft Auto 6, but it's supposed to be a replica of the Miami Heat Stadium. We also see the port in the background, a lot of imports and export boats, and we see the Ferris wheel. And not a lot of people notice this, but there's also a cruise ship in the background, which who knows what that will look like inside. I feel like that's going to be insane. It might be kind of what replaces the mall from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. In Grand Theft Auto Vice City, you could go in the mall and explore all these stores, and maybe the cruise will be the same way. They'll have water slides and little activities, but the cruise ship, that looks really, really interesting. I don't know what that will behold, but we will see. Now, there's also high speculation that one of the middle section islands will be Star Island, which is an island in Miami, Florida that has basically the wealthy people houses where all the rich people live, like the rich people. An island just full of giant mansions. And we basically saw that in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I'd be very, very surprised if we don't see a satire of Star Island in Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, if we compare from what we've saw in Grand Theft Auto 6 to what we've saw in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the map may be similar, but I think it's gonna be, not even think, I know it's gonna be so much more complex. It's gonna be so much more like a one-to-one to the actual Miami, Florida map. Now, I feel like I'm gonna spend most of my time in the game, in the city. I am so excited to see this city. I'm so excited to be in this part of the map. I think this is gonna be the staple point of the map, and I'm so excited to see it. But for now, that's all we know, so stay tuned.